Shalom, shalom. Two nights. And we been shalom. Shalom.
Alright, the GMS always in the sense of the Lafayette train. I'm going to let you go into a lot of lesson. Before we get started, we're going to get all amen.
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem Kakudash.
Alright, the laws to the elders and apostles, the very millstone, salutations and blessings to the Akim, doing his work in truth and sincerity.
Shalom, mighty shalom.
Alright, now, headline news tomorrow. They're going to be having the national emergency broadcast is going to be going on. Basically on everybody's phones. All right, and we feel through the spirit that this could possibly be a situation to where these devils activate.
Do you hear anything? It's very low. What's going on? Let me see. What about now? Does it sound better? Shalom, shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.
It sounds better than it was. It sounds shalom, shalom. This is a sound test. I can hear shalom. You can go ahead. I'll just raise you with you. Bubble shot.
This Esau, he has this national emergency test that we believe that with coping with the jabs that Esau had handed out, back during the time of the pandemic, that this emergency broadcast did have an effect on the people, man.
I got something for you.
All right.
This is an article from FEMA.gov. It reads, FEMA and FCC plan nationwide emergency alert test for October the 4th. Test messages will be sent to all TVs, radios, and cell phones. FEMA, which we know what that spells, in coordination with the FCC, will conduct a nationwide test of the emergency alert system and wireless emergency alerts tomorrow, October the 4th. The national test will consist of two portions, testing WEA and EAS capabilities. Both tests are scheduled to begin at approximately 2:20 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday, October the 4th. The portion of the test will be directed to the consumer cell phones. This will be the third nationwide test, but the second test to all WEA compatible cellular devices. The test message will display in either English or in Spanish, depending on the language settings of the wireless handsets. You got it.
That's right. So basically, it's going to be different frequencies, man. All right. But we know that frequencies, vibrations, these different things have a play on affecting people, man. All right. Just as music, man. All right. Music has a rhythm, it has a vibration. Okay. And these vibrations, man, they put spirits on people. All right. They make people move a certain way. All right. Depending on the type of music that's being played. Okay. So this frequency that they're going to be issuing out tomorrow, could it fit?
So for me, brother. So they can hear you better. Water.
No, again, these frequencies, man. Yeah, these frequencies, man. They have a play on people's minds, man. All right, just like music, when you play music, all right, people dance to the tune, man. All right, and whenever you take so yeah, um, when you play these different tunes, man, when you play these different tunes and you play the bases of these tunes, these frequencies, all right, whether it be by water or by salt or whatever it may be, they form these different patterns and different things like that, man. All right, and it does the same within your body, man. All right, it does the same within your body. All right, so the Lord knows when these different frequencies are played out, in particular the one that's going to be playing tomorrow as the national emergency frequency, what it's actually going to do to the people and those who may have to jab. All right.
It's the word vibration back here. It says vibration, an instance of vibrating. It says an electromagnetic wave in physics. It says informal meaning a person's emotional state, the atmosphere of a place, or the association of an object as communicated to and felt by others. Right, so respecting the brother up. All right, the society gives out a certain vibration. We have a vibration that we give out, which is ultimately righteousness. But the society and its agenda, it furthers everything in towards a wicked vibration, anti-Christ, anti-Mashiach, right? Everything is ultimately against and contrary to the scriptures. And we know that this nationwide test is going to happen tomorrow around 2:20 Eastern time. We know it's just going to be ultimately a left-handed ploy to try to attempt to experiment on the population thereof and test them out to see where their emotional state is according to a national emergency or when faced with a possible national emergency. All right, so we're not, as the scriptures tell you, to get this real quick, you got it on pause. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices. So 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Yeah.
This is 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
That's right. We're not ignorant of his devices, man. All right, and the brother right here, he's going to get that word devices.
All right. So this the word devices from 2 Corinthians 2:11.
Strong's G 3540. Nine.
It says a mental perception, thought, and evil purpose, that which thinks the mind, thoughts, or purposes.
That's right. So an evil purpose, man. All right, we're not ignorant of his devices, man. His evil purposes, man. All right, the reason why he wanted to do these different things, man. All right, you know, you want to control the, basically the, the population, man. All right.
I got to put it for you. This is First Peter chapter 4, verse 7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer.
That's right. You
No, you speak. That was up for you.
All right, one more time.
First Peter 4, verse 7. But the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer.
That's right. So the scriptures tell us to be sober, man. To be vigilant, to watch out for these different things that are going on, these different cautious. All right, to basically, as the scripture say, we need to be circumspect, man, and be not ignorant of anything small nor great. You know, so we gotta continue to pray as well. That the Lord is going to protect us, from these devices, from these evil purposes that this devil Esau has, which is the sword. The sword of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right.
We got one back in your statement. This is Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
That's right, man. So, deliver my soul, all right, from the wicked, which is thy sword, man. And what is that in Revelation, where it speak about that up? About, that big horse, taking peace from the earth, all right? That sword being Esau, man. Esau Edom, all right?
You got it right here. You get the word sword in the stones. Revelation 6 and 4. And there went out another horse that was red in power, because ultimately precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little. All right, it says horse, and then it tells you the definition of horse in the very next break in the sentence. So it says, and there went out another horse that was red in power. So horse means power, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. And before you say anything, I just want to mention that also so Edom uses these different abbreviations. Notice we named them out. FEMA. What does that spell? That's a certain entity that Esau even uses to further his agenda. You got those type of entities. You got Red Cross, Salvation Army, these different entities for quote-unquote disaster relief. So now they're testing the national emergency based upon disaster relief, or when faced with imminent disaster relief, how would the society react? Now, what would that be? What would that certain disaster be? All right, the scriptures tell you, Revelation 12, that the devil will come down with great wrath, knowing that he has but a short time yet. So he's experimenting, let's get that word too, experimenting with the society and with the inhabitants thereof, testing them out and saying, okay, what are they going to do if we put them in this situation? It's kind of like lab rats, right? You put them in a maze, and then you put a certain piece of reward in it, and ultimately they're going to have a disaster. The people, then they're going to have the charagma on the other side. They're going to be faced with a decision, man. All right, whether to serve the image of the society, all right, or serve you. How about you? Go ahead, man. All right. So this is the word sword from Revelation 6 and 4.
Strong's G 3162.
All right. And just to go straight to the point, down in Strong's definition, it says a knife, i.e. dirk. It says figuratively war, judicial punishment. All right. Yeah. Okay. This the word sword again from Revelation 6 verse 4.
Strong's G 3162.
Go down to the Strong's definition. It says a knife, i.e. dirt. Then it says figuratively war, judicial punishment. That's right. War, judicial punishment. All right. Judicial going into, all right, the judging, governing bodies of the society. Powers thereof, all the way up to the USC. All right. So these different entities are being used as outlets of Esau Edom to further his sword. Man. He has many swords, and we go into judicial, you got psychological sword he uses. You got medical sword, chemical sword, biological sword. You name it, man. All right. The falling of bread, chemtrails, educational system, religious system. All right. Those three unclean frogs. Okay. Ultimately, ploys by Esau Edom that he uses throughout the earth for one world dominance. And this is just yet another sign in the society, letting and alerting the prophets to know, okay, well, Esau Edom, he's getting closer to coming in like a flood on this society, and in particular on the Israelites. You got it, brother.
All right. So this is the definition of the word experiment off of Google. It says a scientific procedure undertaken to make a discovery, test a hypothesis, or demonstrate a known fact.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
I got a precept about bringing it out.
Okay.
One more time.
All right. The definition of the word experiment from Google, it says a scientific procedure undertaken to make a discovery, test a hypothesis.
Right. Science meaning to know. All right. Now we believe in knowing, but we don't believe in Esau's way of knowing and searching things out and his knowledge and his wisdom. All right. His hypothesis, which a hypothesis is what? The educated guess. All right. So he's ultimately conducting these experiments throughout the earth. The scriptures tell you, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked in the book of Psalms. So he's conducting these different researches, experiments throughout the earth. The scriptures say, well, he gives a diligent search, man. All right? You got it? Go ahead, break it down.
All right, this is Psalm 64 and 6. It says, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search.
Diligent means hard working. Now, you can be diligent in a righteous way, you can be diligent in a wicked way. Esau Edom is diligent in a wicked way thereof. The house of Israel, Jacob, we're diligent in a righteous way, meaning we study these things to find Esau. All right? He studies these things in the earth to ultimately destroy us. Here we are using the word as a defense, right? To guard us from Esau Edom's ways of trying to destroy our people throughout the planet Earth. Psalms 83rd chapter. They came in a tumult against us, man. To how we would be cut off from the nation, cut us off from our power, from being manly, from having a rational thinking mind. Go ahead, brother.
It says, it says, both the inward thought of every one of them, and
your inward thought is your heart. All right, your true intentions. So the Lord is telling you, even though He makes it and paints a picture and makes it seem like the scriptures tell you, though He come crouching, beware of Him. All right, because His iron is not rusted thereof. Meaning what? That wickedness is just gathering, it's lathering, it's layering on, man. All right, go ahead, brother.
It says, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep.
Right. Meaning it's deep, meaning that it's long, it's thought out. So Esau has thought out this plan that he's about to do. This long, thought out, coordinated.
Yeah,
These scriptures tell you he sits in the seat as if he's the Most High. So how the Most High is patient to wrath and destroying this place, Esau Edom he's walking a thin line when it comes to his agenda that he's trying to fulfill. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, he like the brother said, he searched out and he diligent search to try to destroy us as a nation, and keep us that way, for over 400 years, And what is that? The Willie Lynch letter? They said that if you continue to follow this, if you continue to follow these instructions, you will have them enslaved for years. And look at the conditions of our people. They're lost.
We're totally in need of a savior. We're totally in need of a power. And we realize that. We realize that the Lord tells us in the scriptures, "O Jacob, thou art." If we're in our right mind and you know these prophecies, you have no choice but to watch. You have no choice but to pray. Look at the hell we're being faced with. It's not cooling down. This fire is getting closer and closer, and the heat is turning up, man. For the men of the Lord, man. It's time for us to stronger. It's time for us to cling on to this word. It's time for us to face adversity the right way this time. All right? The Lord is telling us, cover up.
Yeah.
Put that blood on your doorpost. Do it the right way, man. Don't cover under these different idols that have no breath in them. Man. Come under the word. This is what's telling us how to prepare and what times we're in. Even though we don't know that exact moment, we know according to this word we're getting closer. The national test is on tomorrow. We know nothing good can come behind it. All right? According to prophecy and according to what the Lord said, Esau Edom is up to in earth. You got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, definitely, definitely. With everything that's coming down the pipe, we're coming into some real serious times, and as the scriptures say, we need to put on the whole armor of the Lord. Like really, for real, like really put on the whole armor of the Lord, which is His knowledge, man. Because that's the only thing that's going to be able to keep us stable, and the only thing that's going to, make us, be our buckler in that time.
Yep. You got it. You got it. Word. Now, I looked up the word experiment on etymologyonline.com, and it says experiment noun. All right, it says mid 14th century action of observing or testing an observation, test or trial. Then it goes into also piece of evidence or empirical proof. And now it goes into uh, feature of magic or sorcery from Old French experiment. It says practical knowledge, cunning. All right, the scripture speaks about Esau was a cunning hunter. Yes. It says cunning, enchantment. The scriptures speak of that serpent being the most subtle beast of the field. All right, and that same spirit lies in Esau Edom to this day, man. Fulfilling that agenda. That's why the scriptures tell you in Revelation is that the 12th chapter it says that old serpent. Because why that serpent has grown, and guess what? His agenda has grown, his power has grown, his pride has grown, his wisdom has grown up until these times to where now he feels as if he has the whole earth under his control, that he can go ahead and put the Quran inside. And you're gonna totally do as he wills, not do as the Most High wills, man. Do as Esau Edom wills, man, and the planet Earth. A man that has a track record filled with blood throughout the whole entire earth, filled with abominable experiments, filled with sorcery, wizardry, witchcraft. Go ahead, brother. It says cunning, enchantment, magic spell. All right, magic spell. And we haven't been pushing and saying that it was that serpent venom for nothing, right? Magic spell. They had everybody in their grandmas doing it, taking and getting that venom inside of you, man. And it's going to be the same line for this Quran. And what do they even say? They even say it in the world, right? But it makes some sense now that we're in our right mind. They say the line to hell is long. You're right, it is. Going into that lake of fire, the line into it is really long. Man, it's going to be long for those that's taking that Quran. So the scriptures requires us to do what? Report on these things. Just like you see your daily news going out, talking about all the violence in the city thereof that's going on in your local area, just like you have weather going out and telling you how to stay dry, how to stay with shelter and keep that covered. The scriptures tells that 144,000 will be prophesying of Yahushua's coming. Shamar while Palal. Watch and pray. If you're not praying, you should be watching. If you're not watching, you should be praying. Go ahead, brother. I got a precept just back you up. You got it, Amaz. This is Ezekiel 28:1. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, Thus said the Lord Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God. I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God.
That's right, man. So basically, uh, you know, putting in the place of Esau, he's prideful, man. He thinks that nobody's going to be able to take him down. He thinks his kingdom is going to last forever. All right? The scriptures say that his kingdom with God. It's that his kingdom will last forever.
Yeah, shall continue forever.
Yeah, and be passed on down to his next generation, man. All right? But we know that's not to be true, man, because we can see that this kingdom is is falling, very, very, very fast. All right.
Is Ezekiel 28:3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures.
That's right, man. So this guy Esau, man, he's reaped treasures, man, in the earth, man. All right. He's raped and robbed and murdered. All right. Um, he's taking other people's lands. All right. So he thinks that nobody is able to come up against him, man. All right. These are the superpowers like Russia and China. All right. These are he's basically been the bully on the playground.
Yep.
All right.
Daniel 7 chapter, more stout than his fellows. Right? Esau Edom, he sets his pride and his shoulder over these other European nations and these nations in our planet Earth. Man. That's his mentality, man, to conquer all. Not only to take the lands, but to take the people. He took us into slavery, man. That's what it was going into. That's twofold. The riches and the people, man. We're liking into the Lord's riches. We were taken here, packed in cargo, slave ships, all right? Mocked with the names of the slave ships. Mocked them to this day with these landmarks. They call this Vermilion River. The land plot that we're sitting on, man. The name Vermilion means red. They call this trail the Atacama Ishak Trail, man. All right? Mocking, all right, the so-called Native Americans and the Ishikarites, man. All right? The northern tribe, man. Our nation as a whole. Yeah. So here we are telling our people to wake up and don't be taken by this sick diabolical oppressor, and we're persecuted for it. But guess what? All right? It's nothing for the Lord to make a poor man rich and a rich man poor. It's nothing for the Lord to take an oppressor out of his steed. And that's what the Lord is going to do with the house of Edom versus the house of Jacob. Down to the wire. Who will win? We know what the scriptures entail. All right? Those that have gotten the victory over the beast in his image pertaining to the book of Revelations, the elect, man. Lord willing, we are that number. So this is Joel 3 and 5, just backing you up. I'm wise. It says, Joel 3 and 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine, which is modern day Israel? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swift and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Now, who's in control of modern day Israel? We gotta narrow it down. Get the fog out of there. All right. Now we pictured Esau Edom as the display of the wicked on the planet Earth. He's the man behind the mask. All right. So he's in control of the land as well as the people. All right. So the Lord is speaking to you. What can you give it to the Lord to render for all the blood you spill on the planet Earth? All right. Let's find out. It says, for I will speedily return your recompense upon your own head, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. So the Lord is not talking about just physical pieces of gold and silver. He's talking about physical things, his people, man. You carried them into your temples. Esau Edom, here in America, across the four corners, your defiled places, man. All right, where you persecute us at. All right, have discontinued us from our heritage. Beat your Latin into us, your literature, your ways of life, your ways of thinking, man. Now, when we come to tell our people to pray and watch and not be taken away in these evil times, all right, you come up against us. Have we become your enemy because we tell you the truth? We're going to keep on delivering this message onto you, Esau Edom. Because guess what? We know what will prevail at the end of these days, which is the scriptures, man. You got it,
You want Acts first, Ezekiel first. Two scriptures you want to bring out.
You got one before that? If you got one before that, I can get it for you.
Yeah, you can do
Ezekiel 33 and 7. You see it? All right. This is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth. and warn them from me.
That's right, man. The Lord has set up prophets. Has set up his prophets, even though they don't look like prophets, even though we may not look like your prophets that you would normally see, on TV or whatnot. Okay, but according to the scriptures tell us that the Lord has chosen the foolish things of this world to confound the wise. Now, all right. So the words that we speak, these words are from the Bible, and we should look at the things that you see within the world to validate whether or not we're telling you the truth or not.
Yeah.
Whether or not you can make these guys are telling the truth or not. Are these guys really the prophets? You know, and just like our elders and our apostles, brothers have been making videos for years, man. All right, and you can go back. Brothers got receipts, man. You can go back to their old videos of them speaking about, the pestilence and the economic collapse and the plans and the wicked things that Esau has planned for the majority of the population, man. Everybody. All right, you can go back and listen to all of that, man. We've been talking about it. So that's how you know who the prophets are. All right.
Yeah. This is the word watchman. It says watchman, a man employed to look after a building, especially at night. It says a member of a body of people employed to keep watch in the town at night. And this is the word watch from the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. It says watch. Watch. A man or group of men sent to guard a city. Nehemiah, when building the walls of Jerusalem, set a watch day and night against his enemies. And after the walls were completed, he set watches near the gate. Even today, when the crops are ripening in the fields of vineyards in the east, one may see watchmen on guard day and night. It says, watches of the night, the divisions into which the 12 hours of the night were divided. The Jews had a threefold division and had 4 watches. One who guards the city or the headquarters of an army. We ultimately know Jerusalem is the people before place. So you see the Lord with pertaining to Ezekiel 11 and 16, that little sanctuary. The Lord has watchmen in every little sanctuary, man, watching for danger, watching for evils, and reporting on the same things. Because ultimately, we're seeing the same things throughout the earth. Ezekiel 9 and 4, sign crying for the abominations being done in the midst thereof. Revelation the 14th chapter says, fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, don't take the paragma, and Babylon is going to be destroyed. Man. We're seeing the same things throughout the earth, and we're identifying the same person who is Esau Edom. You got it, brother.
All right. Can you bring that watchman out one more time, man?
All right, this is the word watchman. You want to Google it,
Either one.
this is a watchman. It says a member of a body of people employed to keep watch in a town at night. It says a man employed to look after an empty building, especially at night. It says, what is the concept of watchman? A person whose job is to watch and guard property at night or when the owners are away.
That's good. Yeah. So basically, man, you know, uh, we are set up, to watch over Israel until Yahweh Bashim Yahushua comes back, man. All right, we to give that warning for him, man. All right, that danger's coming. When the watcher is on the tower, he has an advantage point, and he's able to look over, all areas, man. Any sudden movements. All right, he may see. He may see that it's about to rain. He may blow a certain particular sound with the trumpet.
Blow you the trumpet in Zion. It's like it unto us.
Yeah,
we see certain things.
Yeah.
And guess what? You might have a brother on the other side of the world that's reporting on the same things. And you might have a brother on the other side of the world where it's actually happening at, reporting on it more directly than another brother that might be here in the U.S. You might have something going on in London. All right, you might have something going on in Virgin Islands, Jamaica. But the Lord will set up his little sanctuary in every one of those places to confer that America is worthy of being destroyed. Fear Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Don't take the charagma, because this charagma is going to be implemented throughout the whole entire earth. So it would make sense for the Lord to set up watchmen throughout the whole entire earth and scatter his people to be raised up throughout the whole earth, man. All right, because he's gonna deliver us from out the whole earth in these different times. So this is Proverbs 7:19. You got it, I'm wise. For the good man is not at home; he is gone on a long journey. He had taken a bag of money with him, and will come home at the day appointed. You got it, brother.
That's right, man. So Yahweh Shah is coming, man. All right, we can see that he's coming because these prophecies, man. All right, the spirit of prophecy is being is moving throughout the earth. All right, he's coming back to what? Gather up the elect, man. All right, and what? Destroy these other nations and put them in subjection.
That's right.
You know.
That's why the scriptures tell you the vision is yet for an appointed time. Because that good man, he's going to come from that long journey at that time appointed.
Yeah.
So that vision is going to match up all the way up until that good man comes home. That vision is going to carry us and lead us till Yahweh Shai cracks those clouds, man. And it foretells of things thereafter as well. How we shall dwell in the kingdom of heaven. How we shall rule over these other heathens. So the story is not yet complete, man. So we're waiting and checking off the list and saying, okay, well, national emergency, something next is going to be bigger down the line. Okay, well, we know the times is getting colder outside. We know a pestilence is brewing. And it's matching up with the direct statements of these global elites and their agenda. Salaki, you got it, brother.
Yeah. And not to mention, 2024 is right around the corner. You know, so it's just interesting that this emergency test is happening, you know, in October. All right, Red October, which is one of the most you know, left-handed months on the left-hand side. You know, then he speaks of all these different pestilences and diseases possibly coming this winter. Okay, then there's talks of, you know, just all kinds of people dying in the year 2024. So hey, the fact that this emergency test is going out starting tomorrow could very well let us know that 2024 an emergency is possibly going to go down across the whole country, and possibly even multiple emergencies, or what they call you know, poly crisis. You know.
Yeah, that's right. Because usually when these devils, you know, they do these test runs. You know, they always these test runs end up being something bigger later on down the line. You know, and as the brother just said, that this national emergency can turn into something national later on. All right, throughout later on in the month. You know, or in the beginning of the year, or whatever it may be, man. But we know that it's close, and we know that it's going to happen, and it's near. All right, whether it be attack or economic crash or whatever it may be, man. We just know that something very, very heavy is coming, man, which is going to alter everybody's way of life. All right.
Right. I got you a quick one. This is Mark 13:32. Yahweh Shai speaking in the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. It says, but of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is. For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch.
That's right, man. So Yahweh Shai, he's off on that journey, man. All right, and we are left, all right, to watch, all right, and give warning and give heed, and that's what we're doing, man. We're giving warning and giving heed to the possible dangers that are going to come ahead, man. So that way that we'll be washed of the blood of those who may not listen. You know.
That's right. It says, less coming. So like in verse 35, Mark 13:35. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning. That's why ultimately it was going into those different times. All right, ultimately 12 hours in a day. All right, which we ultimately in ancient times were under, but scriptures tell you Daniel 7 and 25, he thinking to change times and the laws. So that's going all the way down to the wire where Esau Edom trying to fulfill his agenda. Here he has it, he's declared his own national alert. All right. When we're getting our universal alerts through these prophecies, man, telling us what's going on throughout the universe, warning us and telling us, hey, pertaining to Revelation 12 and 12, Revelation 13 and 16, all right, Revelation the 17th chapter, all right, and so on and so forth. We know that it's high time to wake up out of sleep. That's why we're going as vigilantly as we can, man, as studious, as diligent as we can be, because we know that these times are dire times. So it says, "Lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping, and what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch."
That's right, man. So we're watching, man. All right, we're watching and we're praying. All right, that the Lord come back. All right, and we're praying also that the Lord protects us while He's on His way back, man. All right, that we'll be put on those chariots. All right, and get delivered out of here. Or if that be not the case, then we die for the truth, man. We'll hold fast to the end, wherever the case may be.
Yeah,
All right.
got you a quick one. This is Sirach 25 and 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that had joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
That's right, man. So it's going to be joyous for us to visualize if we're able to have that opportunity, to be able to see the fall of our enemy, which is the destruction of this place. All right, the destruction of our enemy, getting burnt up in that fire. America getting burnt up in the fire. Everybody that, counted us out, looked down on us,
Yeah,
so forth and so on, man.
Wisdom of Solomon 5.
Yeah.
Let me get that for you too after the brother. But this one more for you, Al. It's the word watch. From the online etymology, the word watch, it says watch. Watch means to keep watch, to be awake. Essentially the same word as wakian, be or remain awake. Remain awake, you see?
Yeah.
So you can't only just be awake, you have to remain awake. All right, you can't fall asleep. You got to be alert. You got to ultimately be on guard, because that evil could come in and creep in at a moment's notice and catch you off guard, and you'll be found wanting in the balance like Esau Edom. That's ultimately how Esau Edom is going to be found, man. Not watching, because he's going in for us, and the Most High is going in for him. So you're going to be found not to be covered on all bases, Esau Edom.
I got
All right.
something, man.
All right, go ahead, brother.
This is 1 Thessalonians 4 and 13. But I would have you be, it says, but I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. For if we believe that Yahweh died and rose again, even so, them that would sleep in Yahweh will Yahweh bring with him. It says, let's see here. But that was the point, though. The point was, be as not of those that are basically asleep or in the dark, man. All right, be not don't basically don't basically sleep, man. Don't just think that these prophecies are not going to come to pass. Don't think that these things are not going to happen, and just go back into the world and live like you was never a part of the truth, man. All right, stay awake, man. All right, stay alert. All right, pay attention to the things that are going on in the earth. All right, and just continue to try to be diligent to the best of your ability.
Got a little bit more in the definition.
Right.
It says to stand guard, to keep under observance, to be vigilant, a watching state of being or remaining awake. Wakefulness, it says to act or practice of, it says the act or practice of refraining from sleep for devotional or penitential purposes.
That's right.
To be strong, to be lively. You got it, brother.
Yeah, man. So you gotta fight, all right, to stay awake, all right. Just like when you have sleep paralysis, and you're trying to fight, to wake up, all right. Are you trying to fight to stay awake? All right, that's how we gotta fight. We gotta fight to stay awake, man. Because
Spiritually.
spiritually, it's trying to put you back to sleep, man. All right, that demon try to put you back to sleep, man. You gotta fight. All right, Con. You gotta pray too, man. You gotta pray when that happens as well. All right, you gotta pray that that you don't fall back into that deep sleep, man. All right, you have it out.
I'm still in Ezekiel 33.
I got a quick one. I got a quick one for you. It's for you, Amwaz. Ephesians 6 and 13. Wherefore take you unto the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand.
That's right, man. So, you know, doing basically, just put your best foot forward, man, and give it your all, man. When you just like when you see that finish line, if you ever had a race or been in a race, 100-yard dash, or you ever been in a lap race, and you're on your last lap, give it your all, man, because that's exactly where we at this point right now in time, man. We had the scriptures say we had the highest time to wake up, all right? Roughly paraphrasing, man.
I got it right here.
Con.
I got it for you. This is Romans 13 and 11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
That's right, man. So it's high time to wake out of sleep, man. All right. So just like it's high time to wake out of sleep, if you in that race and you on that last lap, you give it your all, man. All right. And we at the last lap, man. We're running to the finish line right now. All right. And we have to give it our all right, and make it count. All right. Because every minute, second, and hour counts at this point. All right.
You got it.
I have the Acts 4 for you. Acts 4 coming up.
If you have something else, you can get something else.
Oh no.
It still goes in with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. This is Acts chapter 4, verse 29. And now, Lord, behold their threatenings, and grant unto thy servants that with all boldness they may speak thy word.
That's right. So with all boldness we may speak the words of Yahweh from Yahushua. All right. And boldness means that we have confidence that these words that we are speaking are true. And we have confidence because the Lord has given us signs within the earth to boost our faith. Okay.
Acts 14, verse 22. It says, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh.
Right. So through much tribulation, we are going to enter into the kingdom. That's a part of the walk. That's a part of the baptism, man, that we took a part of when we heard this truth and this knowledge was given to us, man.
We totally submerged into
Yep.
this rivers of living water, into these prophecies. You got it, brother.
Let me see. I have something.
I got it. Quick one.
Let's see.
I'll go after you.
All right. This is it This is Ephesians chapter 5. Ephesians chapter 5, and I'm going to start at verse 14. It says, "Wherefore he saith, Awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and the Mashiach shall give thee light." Okay? It says, verse 15, Ephesians 5 and 15, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil." And verse
What's that word too? Circumspect.
okay, come on. Go ahead.
What's the word circumspect? It says cautious, wary, looking about on all sides, guarded, well considered, look around, take heed. It says circum meaning around or circus, and spec or ring, and spec meaning to observe. Circum around, spec observe. Observe around.
Right. So basically look around. Look around at what's going on in the world. What's going on around the country, what's going on around the world, what's going on within the countries of the beast system. All right, America, NATO, and the EU. Okay. Just look around and see what's going on and see that we're clearly at the end. Okay, measure the time diligently. You know, the fact that you hear all these talks of digital currency and cashless, this, that, and the third, everything going digital, gas cars basically being outlawed very soon. All right, everything going digital. We clearly see that technology is getting ready to take over the planet Earth, and that's what Esau Edom wants. He wants to use his technology to fully take over the Earth in a whole new fashion. Okay, the NWO. All right, and we know that Esau wants to use his testing 1 2 1 2. All right, so yeah, Esau wants to basically put his technology inside of you. Okay, he wants to merge you with this digital system. All right, which is the Revelation 13 and 16, the Charagma, which is the CHIP. All right, he wants to put that in your right hand or your forehead to ultimately use it as a tool of control. And if Esau can put that inside of you and control you, then that essentially would make Esau your God. All right, and we clearly see that that's the direction that Esau is trying to take this world. So that's why, again, the Apostle Paul says right here in Ephesians 5 and 15 again, "See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise." It says, verse 16, "Redeeming the time, because the days are evil." And I want to get Ephesians 5 verse 16 in the NLT. It says, "Make the most of every opportunity in these evil days." All right, make make the most of every opportunity to do what? To start a business, to be an entrepreneur, to be an influencer, to do this, that, and the third. No, make the most of every opportunity to repent to the Heavenly Father through His begotten Son. All right, and of course that message goes to you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and nobody else, because you're the Israelites. You're the people that to which whom we've been commanded, all right, to preach the gospel unto throughout the four corners of the earth. So you're the ones that's being called to repentance, to be circumspect and redeem the times, to make the most of every opportunity to come back to the Lord, all right, while He may still be found. Okay. Uh, let's see. It says Ephesians 5 and 17 back in the KJV. "Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is." Yeah, understanding what the will of Yahweh Shema Shai is in these latter days, which is to what? To bring mass tribulation throughout the earth, also known as Jacob's trouble. Okay, and to ultimately bring destruction upon America. So, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans out there, we push this word towards you to get to encourage you to repent and convert, so that what? So that you ultimately don't end up being a victim to the Lord's judgment. Put that blood upon your doorpost of your mind, like the brother said earlier in his lesson. Uh, that's it. That's pretty much it.
You got some more? Just backing you up. On your second Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world, wherein he made.
Man, hey, like you just said, even so, when we begin to see just part of the signs of the end, okay, just little, just little tokens of the signs of the end, then that lets us know that Yahweh Shema Shai is visiting the earth through the Spirit. Okay, and that's why we see all these mass judgments going on throughout the earth. Just recently you had 100 people died in a Christian church over there in Iraq. Okay, and even before that you had earthquakes happening in certain countries in the Middle East. Earthquakes, uh, uh, you know, uh, major natural disasters that's killed thousands of people over there in the Middle East. All these different things lets us know that Yahweh Shem Shai is visiting the earth, okay, and visiting the idols of the Gentiles, okay, and possibly starting tomorrow with that emergency alert, we may see a massive judgment going out tomorrow throughout the earth and throughout the country, you know.
Yeah,
All right.
you got it.
Shalakia. This is Revelations 12:12. One second, man.
I'll get it for you, all right?
All right.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12, and it reads, Therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
That's right. He know that he have a short time, man. So the devil, all right, he know he on borrowed time, man. He know that the Most High controls time, all right. He knows that the Most High is causing all of these calamities, earthquakes, uproars, and all these things, and he knows he has to move fast with his plan, all right. So he's gonna come down with great wrath, knowing that he has no time left. So it's very critical that we pray and watch and pay attention to the signs, man. That this devil is putting out there, and as well as the Lord, man, the coming of His signs as well. These blood moons, all right. These solar eclipses, all right. These are the signs of the Lord, man, all right. And the signs of Esau and his plans are what the MOTB, all right. Getting rid of money, paper money, all right. Um, uh, uh, Controlling the population,
Yeah.
you know.
Replacing the Lord's creation with technology.
Yeah.
Let me get there real quick. Just the word technology from the online etymology is going to go into the word tech and the word logy, which tech goes into fabricate and logy means a theory or a discourse. So it's a fabricating theory or a lying theory. It's the word technology. It says a discourse of an art or the arts, systematic treatment of an art, craft, or technique. Art, skill, craft, and work, method, system, and art, a system or method of making or doing. Now, what is this technology or this system or method of making or doing, all right, going to serve its purpose to do throughout the earth, all right? Paragma, everybody, in your right hand or in your forehead, making you in total obedience to the global elites, man. Total property, state property, man, all right? It says from suffix form of root text, text meaning to weave, also to fabricate. So we got tech out of technology, which means to fabricate. or to weave. And then you go down to logi, and it says logi, word form element meaning a speaking, discourse, treatise, doctrine, theory, science, from Greek logia, logi, or Latin logia, combining for speak or tell. So basically a fabricating theory or a fabricating doctrine. That's what technology is, man. And we can clearly see that. It has nothing in comparison to the host of the heavens armies, man. The Lord of hosts, man. And his powers, man. And the Lord is going to do away with Esau Edom and his technology, all right? Most specifically, the ICBM nuclear missile, man, at the Valley of Yahweh Shaphat, where he pleads with all these other nations and takes their dominions and strips it from them. You got it, man.
Okay.
You got it, man. You got something.
Quick one, just to back you up. All right, this is Job 13, verse 4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. Just backing the brother up. Their technology, the things that they're trying to speak into the earth, is all lies. And as just said, they're forgers of lies. They create their own lies. You know, they create their own lies by coming up with all these theories and hypotheses, and then they push these things out via the education system and the news media and these college universities as facts. But when you really go into it, it's all BS. You know, like you just said, they're forgers of lies, and they're all physicians of no value. You know, in Esau is a physician of no value. He doesn't, have any true methods of, healing and making things right on the earth and improving the condition of the earth. Okay, his whole MO is to basically destroy the earth. All right, and destroy the earth while seeking world dominance. Okay, destroying, things that's natural and organic. Okay, doing away with natural cows and chicken and fish and, and natural things that the Lord created, all to basically come back and create an artificial version of those things. Artificial meat, lab grown meat. Okay, lab grown this, lab grown that. All right, pseudo salvation and pseudo healings. And so, hey, that's why ultimately this man got to be destroyed. This man got to be put out so that the true physician, which is Yahweh Shai, can be put in, placed in over the earth. Okay? That's it.
You got it,
Alright, I got something. This is John 8 and 44. It says, "And ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father will you do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abhorred not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it." All right, so he's the father of lies, man. All right, Esau is the father of lies, man. All right, that's just within his spirit, man. All right, the scripture says his words were smoother than butter, man. So that means that when he came here with deceit. He came here to steal, rape, rob, and murder, and to take. All right, scriptures say that he wasn't satisfied. You know, so when he came here, he seen what he seen, and he manipulated his way until he got to what he wanted, man. All right, which is the land and the gold and everything else that came with it. All right. That's what I know.
Lord willing, this message is edifying. All right, we're going to face the east and give infinite honors and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles, the great millstone, the elders who rule well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessing to you, Aki, and pushing out this truth across the four corners. Until next time, Kwam Yashala,
Kwam Yashala,
Baba Ba,
Baba Ba,
Shalom.
Shalom.
Until next time.